How's it going, YouTube? It's Power Surge. So the verdict for the murder of Kelly Thomas came out yesterday. The media is actually calling it the beating death of Kelly Thomas because Officer Ramos and Cicinelli have been acquitted of all charges and found not guilty. So the media can't say murder. These guys viciously beat and tortured a homeless man to the point of a coma. For the most part, Kelly was being complacent dealing with their questions and harassment. There's no doubt that Ramos was on a power trip and that he wanted to incite violence with unarmed Kelly Thomas, who was sitting at his feet. In the video, at 15 minutes 20 seconds, Ramos exclaims, "Do you see these fists?" Kelly Thomas replies, "Yeah, these fists are getting ready to fuck you up," says Ramos. "These fists are getting ready to fuck you up." The only uncooperative thing that Kelly Thomas did during the whole situation is for a moment he tries to stand up. But when he does, he's immediately struck in the face with a police baton, damaging his face and nose and his ability to breathe clearly. So Kelly Thomas goes down, and these obese, pathetic excuses for a man drills his knees and body weight into Kelly's back. And Kelly Thomas is about my size, not a big dude. They then pull a Sankyo technique, which is when a common police grab, which is when you take the hand and point the index finger towards the belly button and continue turning it until it's behind the back. And then once it's behind the back, you lift and you can cuff this hand. This poor man has his breathing airway filling with blood, the weight of multiple fat people on top of him, while having his arm twisted in a dislocating manner. Meanwhile, he's shouting, "I can't breathe! I can't breathe! Stop! Stop! Please help! Fuck! Cops! Stop! This guy is subdued! Why didn't they stop?" Now, if you watch my martial arts video, some of the men in that video are cops. And they're good cops. They understand when somebody is in agony. They understand how that feels and how to control the joints, as to not break them. After being trained, these cops should have known that at this point, Kelly Thomas was absolutely no threat to their safety. They could have jumped off him long before. But instead, they continued to torture him. And now they bring in an additional device. A taser. And they start zapping him repeatedly. After 10 minutes of this torture, Ramos and Cicinelli climb off Kelly Thomas's limp body. And then they exclaim, "He must have been on something. He must have been on something." Even though the toxicology report came out that Kelly was totally sober. This happened on a public street and was witnessed by citizens. It was filmed for millions to watch, and the link of the video from the security camera is in the description. Please be advised, it is graphic, definitely not for children, and it is disturbing. I am an Orange County resident. Fullerton is like 15 minutes that way. I have friends who have been victims to violent police assaults in this county. To acquit these men of murder is to devalue the justice system. And it's going to make the people fearful and angry of the cops. So let me emphasize, not every police officer is bad. Not all cops are bad. Ramos and Cicinelli are just psychopaths in particular. They exploited the position of power given to them, and they went beyond excessive force. With as many officers that were surrounding the situation, they could have easily let off Kelly Thomas after handcuffing him to allow him to breathe and get medical attention, but they didn't. To serve and protect, that's their motto, right? Who was served here? Who was protected? Kelly was a harmless, regular guy who was known throughout the community. He hadn't been involved in any prior violent conflicts. He was a citizen, born in the United States, raised in the United States. He broke no laws prior to the officer confronting him. How can this be justice? All I can say to you guys, please exercise extreme caution when dealing with law enforcement. But make your voice heard in some legal way that this was a murder and not a beating death. And justice has not been served in Orange County. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Please comment, like, and subscribe. I'd love to know how you feel. There'll be more videos coming up every week. Have a great day.
Do you have a light, she says, as we die?